page lang. This is the only one. These are the acknowledgements that I have to make. Saan gumawa nito? Bugyan kita. But anyway, let me acknowledge the persons who should know. The presidential spokesperson, Harry Roque. He's a good government worker. Walang no hidden agenda for himself. That's why I got him in. The PESPA National President, Dr. Romeo Fernandez, sir. The officers and members of the Philippine Elementary School Principals Association, mga kasama ko sa gobyerno, mga kababayan. First of all, let me just tell you straight that I am also a son of a school teacher. My mother retired as the adult education supervisor for Davao City. Kaya po ako lumaki rin ng salary ng isang teacher, and so was my father. Wag na itong speech na ito, does not really make any sense to me. But to be just flying over, just to talk for about 30 seconds. Ayaw ng flash. I do not really know why, but they just don't like it. But I like it actually. But they will discourage everybody. Lalo na sa malapit. I really do not know why. I never asked. Well, anyway, let me tell you this. Ang nanay ko po, for the entire teaching career, hindi rin na lumabas sa utang. But at that time, the rates were not really as business-like as today. Meron silang utang pero hindi masyado bugbog sa gaya ngayon. Alam ko na yung iba sa inyo, yung it leaves a bad taste in the mouth kasi yung ATM ninyo nakasangla na yan. You have just, the entire nation must be in unison. Kasi the only source of income of the government is taxes. And that tax base natin is always computed sa ating wealth of the nation or the current national domestic gross product. Hindi ko tayo maka-imprinta ng pera. We are controlled by the World Bank and the IMF, International Monetary Fund. So, ang standard na is the dollar. If they say that ang peso equivalent to dollar is about 49 now, it might be 52 tomorrow, or it might be 60. Kung laruan tayo ng the capitalist of the world. That is why sabi nyo na mga leftist ako, maybe. Kasi I'm sick and tired of this. We are almost a nation was always been subjugated in many centuries ago, more than 700 years, yung mga Islamic terrorists Afghanistan, Central Asia, aggression ng ano nila was towards Mindanao. It was about that time that Magellan also, pero ito religion lang. But the Spaniards came in, brought religion and government. Kaya ako, sensitive ako sa mga issue na gano'n. Especially if they begin to criticize me about the economy or about how I run the country, how I'm desperately trying to protect the Filipino. Meron yan silang values, which to me is very convoluted until now. Kasi they brought in, well, of course, I have nothing against religion. Wala ako dyan. But when they brought the government, they blanched the Filipinos in the Visayas and Luzon. And most of them were already settlements like Candulas, Katunan, Kapulapo. They were almost. But pinatay talaga ito lahat ng mga Kastila. And they are famous for that. Yung Inquisition ng all over the world at the time. Yung witch kind of witch hunt. If you have a mole in your back, you are considered a heretic or something, a witch, and then you are burned at stake. Yun yung kultura nila na inabot natin dito. At noon ang mga Pilipino talagang pinagbubudyakan. You ask the pare. And ako, I had a chance to go around a little bit. When I was a congressman, I visited the Federation, Malaysia pa noon, and we were about to perfect Singapore. Ang Malaysian Federation became known as Malaysia. And I went to the archives at yung territorial talaga. Because by the way, my mother is Mindanao and my father is from Davao. Talagang pinalubog tayo. Tapos ngayon, it irritates me to no end to be lectured upon by Europeans and Western world, even America. Kaya ako, dyan ngayon sa Time Magazine, isa daw ako sa mga strongman. Hindi man ako strongman. I have never sent anybody to jail for criticizing me. I said, for all I care, yung security guard, police, general, o NPA, o citizen, or a teacher, or a gardener, can criticize me and bullshit me to no end. I will take that. You know why? You are my employer. I am an employee. I am just a government worker. Kayo yung nagpapildo. Na ngayon, okay sa akin yan. Ngayon, sigaw sila dyan, Gabriela, go ahead. Use your freedom of expression. I have never sent anybody to jail for talking or bad-mouthing. Pero kung foreigner ka, that is another thing. Baski na madre ka, baski na sabihin mo religious ka, ay sabi ko, kisigur na ka kung sino yung Diyos mo, because I have my own God. And your God may not be necessarily mine. May concept ako ng Diyos ko. Same. Pero when you adapt a certain attitude towards a tribe or a race, and in the name of God, ganun rin. Kayong mga moro dito, do not be offended. Telling you now, I am a Maranao. Ang nanay ko, mestiza. Tatay niya, Chinese. But just like any other corrupt believer in Islam, na pati yung, you come up with something like killing infidels who are non-Muslims. And they are even charged. Hindi tayo, because we are immoral. We are not Arab. Huwag tayo pasunod-sunod dyan sa mga gago na yan. They kill for nothing. They destroy for nothing. And then you would like to kill the infidels. And not the infidels, the Christians and others. Gago ka ba? Pati itong Katoliko, gano'n. Hindi mo abuso, and you interfere so much. Ang akala ninyo, yung morality ninyo ang tama, ang amin mali. For all you know, pareho tayo. Yung bisyo ko, bisyo mo. May asawa akong pangalawa. 3 naman yung inyong putang ina. Totoo man. So yung may namatay na pare dyan, gano'n. Have you considered other angles? I am not at liberty to do it because it's being investigated. Pero hindi lang taka. Why would we kill priests? Ako pa pagbintangan? Ay ako, dumaan rin ako ng Ateneo. I got my notice sa San Beda. Kalapang ko yung pare. Ay, hindi naman talaga ako sumusunod, no? Graduate kami, mag-retreat pa kami ng 3 araw para yung bakla dyan, putang ina. Bakit kung mag-retreat dyan na? Pag-graduate, kasi ayaw ko rin mag-retreat. Sinasayangan mo ng panahon ko. Doon pa sa Tagaytay. Sige lang tayo doon. What? Sige dasal? Meditation? Wala. Mag-Buddhist mo tanaw kung gano'n. There are things which I do not. I've never been a non-conformist. I do not conform to. Bantay kapag sinabi mo sa akin gawin mo yan, hindi ko gawin yan. Ang sinusunod ko lang nanay ko, kasi pag hindi mo doon ka sa altar. Kaya sabi mo, kayo mga religious, it's about the same. Si Jesu Cristo, nakaganon. When I was young, I remember ang crucifix namin sa altar. Ganon, nakaganon. Punta ko sa bahay namin ngayon. Very rare and seldom. Yung Jesu Cristo, nakaganon na. Sabi ko, pasok ako doon sa altar. Just naintindihan kita, alam ko, pagod ka na. Noon pa tayo, magkaharapan tayo, pareho ang naratnan namin. Ikaw sa mga Hudiyo, ako dito sa mama ko. Kaya kung buhay pa yung si Solidad yan, dumanda ko ng child abuse yan. Grabe yung nanay. Baski anong hawakan, oh. But anyway, I love my mother so much. You know why? Kasi she was the only person who could faith in me. Kung nabuhay sana nanay ko, very few years before, mga 2 years, kung nakita ko lang sana nakita niya naging mayor. But my father, tumalikod yun sa buhay sa niya. May kasabihan kami sa Bisaya. Do, yung sabihin na dread, hanggang pantalan ko lang. Pag sinabi sa iyo yan, hanggang pantalan, yung kargador lang matapos mo sa buhay. So tumalikod siya. Yun ang baon niya sa universal trip niya. Ang kaalam niya, kargador lang ako. But then one of these days, when I would soar the heavenly bodies when I die, and I would meet my father in one corner of the universe, which is really forever, then I tell them that medyo na presidente yung anak mo. Baski kayo alam po. nobody expected me to win. At I swear by my oath of office, hindi ako nagdaya kailanman kasi wala akong makinarya, wala akong Cambridge na sapatos o Oxford na never had any money. I had about Aimee, then Bataan, si Obet, wala na. Manila, wala akong... But, you know, kayo kasi, ang ibig kong sabihin dahil sa inyo, kasi hindi kayo nagdaya. Salamat. Nagdaya ninyo. And for Cebu, home province ng tatay, no? Even Davao City, where my genes also. And in Marawi, atomic, molecules, Lake Lanang, I got about 74%, but in Cebu, I also got about 2 million votes. Mindanao, Subiri, Nograles, because it's my pamangkin. Yung tatay niya si Speaker, yun ang kalaban mo. Kasi kung hindi lang pinsan ko yung asawa niya, matagal nang patay yung buwang niya. So, siyempre. And Subiri and Elaine na governor. Leave it to your wild imagination. Yan ang kasaba, alam nila yan. And all because it was about love many years ago. Kaya anihan mo yung mga babae mo. Kasi na yung edad na ka. Sorry but I brought may kasi kami may importanteng we have somebody is here. So I brought Bernadette Romulo. She's the Undersecretary of Tuwindi, kilala ko. Huwag ka magsilos yun. Maraming nakikinig si Selos rin. So ang akin is just to build a strong economy. That's the only way. Ang inuna ko ang mga sundalo. Because I was already expecting a bloodbath. Papasok pa lang ako sa kampanya, having been mayor of the city, which is in Mindanao. Alam ko na napuputok. Kaya sabi ko sa mga abogado, dublado ang sweldo niya. Dumating ang panahon na, what would you think otherwise? Pagkatapos ng maraming kung papasabihin at maraming ang patay, na I will increase your salary. Pero ang inyo, kayo ang isunod ko. Hindi mo naman hindi talaga kaya. And when you try to come up with a progressive, ako ay not blaming anybody, but simply there are too many Filipinos. Ang resources natin ang wala. We have given up our prime lands to cash crop. You know, you go to the middle, you go, what are the choice real estate sa agriculture? It's been leased, sold, or rented by multinationals for what? Cash crop, pineapple, banana. Pati yung upland rice natin, kinalimutan natin. So we are 110, and ito sila Bernard, always rise. So matagal to. Ang aming habol lang dito is the economy is improving, Standard and Poor's is that we are already on the positive. Ibig sabihin yan, ito si, alam mo ni, Bernard can explain it better. Anak ito ni Secretary Romulo. Siya si magna cum laude sa UP. Siya ka na magkuha ako ng bugo. Pareho na may bugo. Si Binti ba, ganda na. It took me 7 years. Sabi ng tatay ko, hanggang pantalan ka lang. It took me 7 years to finish high school. Maestra yung nanay ko, sabi niya, ano ba Rodrigo? Ayaw ka talagang aral. Kapoy naman ba siya, mama? Minsan, ilang din ako nahuli sa labas, yung tako ng talagang hinampas sa kanyang putol. Sige ako yung ano yan. Boom! And I remember once, kaya ako napaalis ako sa Ateneo. Tako ng UM. Sa likod ng UM noon, maraming ano dyan, tubaan eh. Hindi pa ganun ka-progressive yan. Ginawa ko, talagang lasing na, alas 11 pa, umuwi ako doon. Pupunta na lang sana ako sa pisina ng tatay, matulog ako doon sa baba. Nung inabot, sumuka ako diyan talaga sa estatwa ni Rizal. Kasi si Rizal ang inspirado talaga sa Pilipino. Sabi ko, tanginan ko na presidente. Yan just to improve the economy. Now, I'll give you the reason. Nino muna, are you ready for a long talk? Chismosa talaga. I'll just begin. Even during the presidential debate, I was the first one to finish. You know why? Well, before I became mayor, I was a prosecutor, a trial prosecutor, all my life. So, medyo sanay ako sa ganun. I could only manage a few bullets, ika nga. So, madali akong matapos. After that, I said, but I only gave you 6 promises. 5 to be exact. Kasi masaya. Kaya akong matapos. At ginagawa ko noon at ginagawa ko ngayon. And you will say, I promise you no graft and corruption. I will not do it. You know why? I was once a Tanod Bayan special prosecutor. Wala pa yung ombudsman noong panahon ni Marcos. It was called the Tanod Bayan. Okay. I was a special prosecutor and I was prosecuting cases in court. Graft and corruption. Mahirap naman pati ako ngayon magtitindig pa ng ganon, accusing me of stealing money. Kaya talagang iniwasan ko yan. Maski noong mayor ako for 22 years dito. Wala ka ito. Mayroon kang masabi sa pagkatao ko. Plenty. Pero yung pera, wala yan. Ang problema, ang babae. Kaya may asawa ako. May 2 asawa ako. Pero sa harap ninyo, isang special na girlfriend. Tanungin ninyo ako sa likod kung ilan talaga lahat. Sabihin ko sa inyo ang totoo. ito for purposes of lying in public. Isa lang. Then I promise you, I will stop crime and drugs. If you have an internet, hanapin ninyo yun doon sa documentaries. Dope. I was viewing it last night. In Baltimore, the capital of, drug capital of America, harap-harapan. Parang Changi talaga. Naawa ako sa Amerikano pati kay Trump. Hindi din na mapigil. Harap-harapan ang transaction. Cocaine, marijuana, heroin. Puto kawawa. Wait tonight kung mayroon kayong internet doon sa documentary. Nandok. Kawa ako, naawa ako sa Amerikano. Hindi nila tagalagaya. Ayaw nilang pumatay. Doon harap-harapan. Pasa-pasa, pag-parking, o bigay. Putang ina, gawin mo yan dito? Sigurado. Buti pa, maghanap ka na ng pre-need dyan sa... You know, I said when I became mayor, when I ran, I said, and I said it when I was president, do not destroy my country because I will kill you. Yung hindi naniwala niya, talaga, wala akong magawa. Sabi ko, do not destroy the young of the land. Because I will really kill you. Period. Bakit ko hindi gawin yan? Huwag tayo magpulan. How much will you receive if you retire? And me? Mine would be about siguro 9 million. Peg to the highest salary. Presidente ako, I get but 200. Meron akong, takal ako sa gobyerno. But itong mga sundalo, okay, mag-retire kayo ng 60. Magkano lang makuha mong pensyon? Would that last 60 tapos buhayin ka ng another ng Panginoong Diyos? 10 to 15 years? 70, 80, magkasyak yan. Na pagdating mo ng 55, 56, nagtuturo ka na rheuma. Because katindi kayo palagi. Arthritis. Totoo yan. Diabetes. Hypertension. Kidney. Tapos, ang mga anak mo, yun na lang nga ang income mo. Kung hindi makatapos, kung nasa druga, on your dying day, sino magsubo sa'yo ng lugar o sa bunganga mo? Sino magbili ng oxygen mo? Sino magbayad ng PhilHealth mo? Kung adik ang putang inang yan, sinong maggastos yan? Mga Pilipina, nandoon sa labas, nire-rape, nagtatrabaho, walang kain, walang tulog. Sige, padala ng pera dito. At alam nila, nandyan sa isang community, may allowance siyang tinatanggap. Yan ang pardon, hanggang bumigay yung bata. They work on bended knees, on their knees, abuse. Pagdating dito, padala pero wala. Because maubos sa droga. Diyan ako nasasaktan. Pag yan ang gawin mo, putang ina mo, papatayin talaga kita. Maniwala ka. Sinabi ko sa inyo, wag. Wag yan kasi masakit sa akin yan. Kasi alam ko ang buhay. Kasi galing akong mahirap. Ang tatay ko, hindi yan pupunta dito kung nakikita niya na may future siya sa Cebu. Because the sloganeering then was go to Mindanao because it was a land of promise. Lahat dito na hindi Maranao, Maguindanao, Iranon, Kagan, Davao, Sama, tapos Yakan, Tausug. If you are not Islam, but yun ang native dito. Most of them or all of them were converted into Islam. Lahat na pumunta dito na Bisaya, Tagalog, Bicolano, Ilonggo, we are not the originals of Mindanao. At least kayo. Ako ha. Yan ang totoo. Kaya yung gera ngayon is territorial. It is not a war of religion. It never has been. It is not now. But it could turn into something ugly. Kaya mapuntat na dito kayo. Ma-explain ko lang. It is a sizable problem. Anyway yun. Druga. But di ko talaga masigmuran. Human rights. Tangina, wala akong pakialam sa inyo. You take care of your own country. We have so many problems. Si sister, what's her name, bro? With due respect, may problema ka sa Australia. Yung migrants na galing lumulutang dyan ng ilang buwan, when they finally were able to reach the shores of Australia, you drove them away. What happened to the Aborigines there? How did your fathers treated them? The American Indians. Tapos kung magturo-turo kayo ng no, when you come to equity, you must come with a clean hand. If you want justice, ikaw mismo must practice justice. You have no business demanding from other tribes or other nations when you are yourself a son of a bitch. Just like Germany, France, Britain, what did they do in the past? They went inside the Middle East, conquered the Arabs there, got their oil, built their industries that high. Tapos ngayon, arbitrarily, they divided the Middle East. They went to war, the Americans invaded Iraq on a pretext that there were weapons of mass destruction. Well, when they were there already, there was none. The father started it, Bush 1, Bush 2. And by the way, in both wars, we were there to help the Arabs. Yun ang problema dyan sa kanila. Tapos ako, nandyan sa cover ngayon sa mga time magazine, si Putin, isa pa, sa Turkey, si Erdogan, we pronounce it Erdogan, but Erdogan, si kami daw yung mga strongman na yung repress. Kailan pa ba ako nagpahari-hari dito sa Pilipinas? Wala akong pinakulong dito na chat-chat sa akin. Yan lang nabi, kasi campaign promise ko yan eh. The fact is, I won the presidency. I had no machinery, political or otherwise, but I won it by 6 million because most of the people, the 6 million majority plus yung 15 million, I was the only one carrying the message that was appropriate at the time, corruption, drug. Hindi na ako maka-atras dyan. For Diyos. Kaya yung corruption, pag ganun, alis ka. Well, I'll give you time. For those who are into it now, in government, published or otherwise, may you have the sense just to tender the resignation. I do not want, kasi yung iba noon, I realized that there was this one guy that I fired. Tapos when I started to read the report, may mga anak na abogado, may anak na doktor. Kaya, and I am not fond of really insulting people. You'd never see me, ako mag-insulto ganon sa publiko. Tawagin kita doon sa likod. Yan, budyakan kita doon. Maski yung dito ng mayor, ako magkamali ka ng traffic. Basta nakita ko nandyan yung asawa mong anak. Sabihin ko lang, huwag mo nang ulitin. Pero kung ikaw gago ka, pulis ka dyan, lasing ka, tangong ina. So yan sabi ko, corruption, drugs. Di talaga pwede. Hindi ko masikmura yan. Kaya kung sino nakikinig na may kilala, umalis ka niya, mamatay ka talaga. Anak ang putang ina. Mamatay ka talaga. So, wala akong may dala. Then I told you, I talked to the enemies of the state. So I started the talks. I got in some communists, sila Tigualo. Komunista man yan. Sila, Mariano. But then, something went wrong. And so, sabi ng iba sa cabinet, kasi yung pera na, yung pangtawid, sa mga kampo, dumating doon yung mga envelope. Sa bagay, wala man sa akin yan. Ibigay mo sa komunista, okay sa akin. Ang bigas, mag-abot sa komunista, pagkain yan. Huwag lang bala, pati baril. Wala akong, I do not have any dynamics there. Okay sa akin. Pama sa akin, but you have to contend with the military. They were really objecting to it already. And so, being the president of the republic, at outlawed man talaga ang komunista, I had to make the decision ko, napaalis sila. But it was not really of my own making. It was Congress who rejected outright their appointment. Kasi kailangan may concurrence ng Congress. But I tried. So kami ni season ngayon, sige kami usap tapos magmurahan. Estudyante niya ako, professor ko talaga. Sabi ko, mahirap sa iyo, ayaw kang magpadisiplina sa estudyante mo. Ganun ang buhay. Once upon a time, I was filled with idealism. Yan ang buhay. You are challenged by what you see, the multitude of people, poverty. Ako, it's always question. At the end of the day, if we talk all the problems about the world, about our country, it's poverty. Poverty talaga. Kaya kung lahat lang may trabaho, well, yung drugs, gaya ng Amerika, iba yan. Pumaawa ka lang yung, there was an interview between man, parang mag-asawa sila. Tapos maya may lalaking gagamitin yung asawa niya, akyat lang sa ito. What a miserable life. Naawa ako sa Amerika sa totoo lang. So I can understand Trump. Nag-declare yan siya ng emergency. Tingnan mo yung mga putang inang itong human rights nito. De si Bato, tokhang is tok-tok sa Bisaya, tok-tok niya sa Bisaya, plus hang kasi hangyo. Ano ba Tagalog yung yawa? Kasi Tagalog yung yawa. Yosap, yan. Mahirap rin niya matuto kayo magbisaya. Sus. Tok-tok pati hangyo. Pleading, to plead. So, they criticize Bato. Then, recently, FBI was able to seize or confiscate an apparatus of dark website. Tawag nila. Nanlabas lahat yung mga transaction doon sa cartel and the names of those yung mga supplier. Alam mo ginawa ng Amerika, they continue with the business and when it was the right time, huli sila. Anong ginawa nila? Tukhang rin. Tapos sabi nila si Bato, kawawa naman noon, violator ng human rights. Yung the hypocrisy ko ito. Kaya ayaw ko sila. Gusto ko, yun yung come to face with them. Do not, yung parang you sport to be to cavalier fashion of saying it. Yung pala isa kang tarantado. Sabi ko nga, he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. So ngayon nag-usap kami sabi ko, one last try. Sabi ko sa military, you know, I am not a soldier, I am not a policeman. I am a president who must seek out peace because we cannot fight forever. I cannot kill my own countrymen for all time. So my 60 days, sabi ko kay Season, come home, do not ask me to go there. Ang ating pinag-awayan itong Pilipinas na to, dito tayo magtapos. Come back here. I will spend for your lahat trip. I will spend for everything. Lodging muna. And we'll talk for a very small window of 60 days. Then, in the fullness of God's time, we might be able to reach a deal. Ang MI start to talk. MN, sino sabi niya, well, give us time to think about it, sleep on it, and the President also para makahanap siya. But at least there is a temporary truce. Now, the only thing bothering us now is terrorism. Terrorism is, they are using Islam in a very corrupt manner. So I'm doing it. Corruption, drugs, I'm talking to our enemies. Sasabi ko, hindi ako makialam. For the information of all, you can ask anybody for that matter. Walang transaction sa gobyerno na umaabot sa mesa. Pag ikaw, Department Secretary ka si Briones, I do not ask Briones how to run her business. I would just listen. I never direct. So what's your problem? Ganito. Well, I try to find a solution. It's always money. So, nagsishare ako kay Ben. Ngayon ako, nandiyan na yan siya. So Sir Ben. It's the only one na nagsishare ako. Sabi ko, Sir Ben, Sunny Dominguez. Sunny Dominguez is my kababata. We grow up together. Dito sa Davao. And he's bright. Valedictorian yan since kindergarten. Nauna na lang yan doon siya sa ako nagpaiwan. 7 years nga ako. You know, alam mo kung saan ako nag-graduate ng high school? It used to be one big Davao. Wala naman akong ibig sabihin, but it was only one big Davao. My father was the governor. He was the last elected na isang Davao pa. Now it's Davao del Sur, Oriental, Norte, then you have Occidental, then you have Compal Valley and Davao City. Doon ako nag-graduate sa municipality of Tigos. Doon ako umabot. Ang layo. And the brothers of the Sacred Heart, mga Canadians, parang missionary educators, they were really, wala kang alam. They were, so I could not even write a straight essay. What they asked me to do was, after alas 5, Miss Misa, I had to study for 4 more hours sa library, and they required me to memorize the dictionary. Kaya paglabas ko sa doon, ang husay ko na sa the hardest noon ng crossword is Herald. Minamani ko yan noon. Nung naglipat na ang interest ko sa babae, wala na lahat. Wala na akong nalaman. No more. Totoo. Totoo. Late bloomer talaga. Kaya yung mga bata, nahayaan lang ninyo. Magpunta ng pantalan niya, pero baka presidente yan. Totoo, who'd ever think? Kasi kami taga-Davao, magtanong kayo, yung mga maestra dito, who'd ever think that I was as surprised as God when I won. Sabi ko nga sa asawa ko, wag mo na lang tanungin yung number. Basta yung asawa ko. Alam mo mga kumadre, kumpadre, kung mismong sakyanan, bakal yan. May reserba. Tao pa kaya? Break mo lang yan. Hindi na tumatawa si Berna. Walang transaksyon na maabot sa atin. Tanong ka ba kay sino? At saka yung, just to mention it in passing, you must know of somebody as a congressman or yung mga justice. Hindi talaga ako nakialam yan. You know why? Yung Snogralis na yan filed about 6 cases sa akin. Dumating ako ng Supreme Court. Balang politika siyempre. Dumating ako ng Supreme Court in 4 of the cases, and I won. Hindi ba talaga ako mahilig yung pera-pera? And yet, I never filed a single case again. Because I'm not up to it. Ayaw ko talaga yung magabot. Para sa akin, hindi lalaki yan. Gusto mo, barilan na lang tayo. Totoo. Gusto mo? Sige. Pero yung sabi mo, magdemanda. That's a lousy. Naman hindi ako makialam sa finances. Hindi ka na nakialam. Wala man. Ang grado ko sa economics. Ang economics ko yung sa high school pati yung sa college. 2 subject lang yan. Sabi ko, but, alam mo kung ano nung na-presidente ako. Saan ako nagbasa talaga ng economics. It's a very easy reading. And if you happen to buy one, buy it for your children. Yung economics for the dumb. May libro yan. Yung simple lang talaga. So I read, then after reading the basics again, kasi pag-alaala ko, bumagsak pa ako ng economics. Wala mong hilig dyan sa negosyo. At saka yung field in that statistics. Saka yung legal accounting. Payment, 500. Debit, credit, 500. Putang ina, bakit isang listahan na lang? Ilista mo lang dito yung gastos mo. Huwag na yung paulit-ulit doon. Nakakahilo eh. Ikaw ka na. Magna ka man. Bakit ganun? 600 due to X. Debit, credit. Pag pro-plus mo ito, wala'y ginansya, wala po'y lugi. Pareho ito, numero. Lista mo lang magkano gastos mo, yung kinita mo, yun ang yun ang ano. Dahil actually ako, pag ayaw ko yung subject na, ayaw ko mag-aral. Pero one of my favorites really is geometry pati algebra. Ang gusto ko yung mga ganun. Pero yung 3 na statistics, kasi ngayon, doon sa opisina, dyan, malaki yan. Ito, nag-dip tayo. Nahihilo na ako kanina kapaputang. Stop it. I'm getting dizzy. You simplify life. Kaya, ang style ko, simple lang rin. Pero sa totoo niyan, gano'n, 5, hindi ako nakikialam. Wala akong pinailan na magtanong ka pa sa sinong justice kung may tinawagan. Nagalit lang ako kasi pagdating ko, sinabi niya na ako daw na ang Kaya ako nagsabi, sinabi ko sa iyo wala akong pakialam. Nagkamali lang talaga siya eh. Totoo lang. Maling-mali talaga. Baski pagkatapos ng quarantine, whatever, she can ask personally everybody there. Hindi ako nakikialam. Diyan lang ako, I study mga transactions sa yung bank sa mga central bank o mga borrowings natin. Yan ang pinag-aaralan ko kasi diyan ako mahina eh. Talagang binabasa ko ang appointments. Siyempre, pag ganun. Tapos may nakita ako picture dyan. Ito ba talaga ang mukha nito? Ito siya, sir, yan talaga ang aplikante. Ganito kaganda? Papuntahin mo sa opisina. Kaya ito, punta ang mga Department of Agriculture, Mayor, ganun talaga ako magsalita. But you know, I cannot change at this very late day. You'll just have to take me for what I am. If you cannot understand me or you cannot give an allowance for sa aking ugali, pasensya na. Anyway, this is the last. Wala naman akong mapuntan after this. Sabi sila, Mayor, gustong makipag-usap ang Undersecretary ng Agriculture sa iyo about coffee. So, busy ako. Pero at about, sabi ko mga 8, meron, after this meron naman. After mga 8:30, I'd be in the Marco Polo, sabi ko, kasi yung daughter ko sa second wife ko, si Veronica. May second. Alam mo, may second wife. Siyempre, mga anak ka talaga, ano magawin mo dyan? Well, anyway, nandyan ako. Pagdating ko, isang table dyan, nandiyon na si Sunny Dominguez, the owner of Marco Polo, classmate. Bright yan. Tapos yung asawa ko, kakilala sila yung anak ko kumakain. Yung anak ko, strangely, I hope she would not be offended. Nagpapasubo hanggang ngayon. She's 14 years old. Nagpapasubo. Ang nanay niya ako. Ako ang pinasubo ko. Sige lang na gano'n ng cellphone na. Hungit yan sa design. Pagpasok ko, nandoon yung isang table na prepared. May mga bakante. Hindi ka, good evening, Mayor. Sana yung, Undersecretary nyo. So, wala pa, coming. Anong coming? Coming na coming o she's coming? Maraming coming dito, ha? The court is very dangerous. So, will she be here? Wala palanding na. Saan? Palanding? Sa airport o sa kama? Tangin na yan, sabi ko, hindi ko magtagal kasi pakainin ko lang itong anak ko. Ganun ako magsalita. Medyo tulirik na pagod. Sa paglanding. Landing sa kama o pinapakain ng anak ko, dumating tong gaging na to. Umikot doon kay Sani. Beso-beso sila. Pagtining ko, maganda to. Tapos, hindi man ako makatingin, kaya ang asawa ko nakatingin sa mata ko. So, concentrate lang ako doon sa anak ko. Tindig ko, akala ko ibang crowd. May mga tiso yan, dumingi mga tisay. Oh, pamilya. Punta na ako na harap naman. Sana yung tanginang, akala ko kasi undersecretary. Ano mo na? Ang karoon ng undersecretary, yung mga leftover yan eh. Yung mga matatanda na lalaki na nakabarong. Tapos medyo karamihan sa kanila, sa awa ng Diyos, wala na yung mga buhok by that time. Usot-usot ng muka. Saan ang sekretary niyo? Tapos yan, umikot, umupo. Sabi ko, siya man yan. Ay, sorry ma'am. Sabi ko, upo ako. Sige ma'am, ano yung kape yung may mga foreigner dito. Started to rattle off. English speaking. Kinig lang ako sa kasi ako. Tapos sabi ko, so okay yan, Mayor? So anong okay? Sinabi ko, ulitin mo, hindi ako nakinig kanina. Ulit na naman siya. So yun. Tapos na doon kami sa Kibato. Sige na ako, ano sa kanya, bulong. Kailan ka uwi? Huwag muna. Sabi ko, mag-dinner na lang tayo. No, because the regional office is preparing. Sabi ko, nandyan sa internet, some idiot places that. Nilagay niya yung kamay niya dyan sa ano. Di, hinawakan ko na gano'n. Tingnan ko nandyan sa internet. Yeah. Sige siya gano'n, nila niya. What are you doing? Shut up, maraming NPA dito. Haril tayo. Yeah. Wow. Sus. Payag ka din, bitawan kita. Sige na lang ako na. Dinner kami. Now she's visiting me for the second time. Magkaibigan na kami. Wala kami. Magkaibigan na. Kaya sa internet, parang si Gaga, ano ko gano'n? Ang mukha ini hindi madrawing. But, or the best of friends. So, yan ang may pinto ko. Now, you guys, kayong mga Moro, kinikay sa akin we come from the same spring. Alam mo, huwag nating sundin yung Arabo. Do not allow ISIS, fundamentally Arabs, to influence the culture of the Moro, who are fundamentally also of the Malay race. We got the Islam, it's good, it is a way of life, it is civilized, it is a kind religion, as a matter of fact, I think, the best religion. Now, pagka hindi ito magkaintindihan, and the talks fail, and that's about the only sole singular reason why I am for a federal system. Some say na gusto nila ako mag-overtake. I do not have the slightest inclination to stay 24 hours more than what is given to me by the Constitution. Kaya sabi na, the only reason na mag-federal tayo is itong territorial sa Mindanao. Because pagpasok ng Kristyanismo, lahat nag-occupy ng lupa, pushing them further into enclaves. Parang grupo-grupo na lang kasi marami ng mga dayo. And the Lumads went further to the mountains, to the higher plains. Ang problema ngayon, they are demanding na isauli lang naman sa kanila yung territorial ancestral of their place. Like for example, the BBL, yung lugar dyan banda, they want to carve out a new territory. I don't know about the Maranaos, kasi kaming mga Maranao, hindi rin kami magkaintindihan. But you know, sabi ko, you have to decide. Like to decide one way or the other, but you have to decide. It's nearing time to do it. Sinor, kausapin ko siya, well, we can make arrangements dyan bandang at the end of the Zamboanga Peninsula towards south. Yan ang setup. So, kailangan natin i-maintain yan. We will not allow ISIS to come in. ISIS is a foreign ideology. It is not Islam. It is a violent and vicious thing. So, sabihin ko sa inyo, sabihin ko na ngayon why. Bakit sinabi nila, ito si Duterte, bakit hindi na niya assert ang China Sea? I'll talk about America. You were already around. I'm sure 7 or 8 years ago, there were already intelligence reports, overflights by so many Congress, including ours, that something was afoot there. That they were trying to build yung reclamation. At that time, because it's a violation of the international law on the seas, UNCLOS, the only country who could have stopped the Chinese, although my grandfather is a Chinese, was America. Hindi yung pwede yung Navy natin. It would have resulted in a massacre. And I was not the president then. So Aquino filed an arbitration case. We won. He was still there. Bakit hindi niya ginawa? Kung yan talaga ang gusto ng yun silang mga yellow. Nanalo kayo, nandiyan pa si Aquino. You had so many months there. Bakit hindi niyo pinuntahan? At sinita. Then when we left, there were already some additional, well, accretion, but artificial. You cannot build an island, artificial island, on the high seas. That's not allowed. And the only country who could have stopped them is America. Mayroon 7th fleet dito. Eh di pinarking sana nga yung barko niya at sinita nila. But ito, what's funny is America, silipin ninyong mabuti. Kaya galit ako eh. And if I die, pag pumutok yung aeroplano ko o na-roadside ako, you can be sure it's the CIA. Walang ginawa at hinayaan nila. And when Aquino, sige nang build doon. Ako naman, I was assessing. If I go there with the Marines first, then the police and the soldiers, the army, could massacre. I would just have allowed the killing of my soldiers and policemen. Ang armada nila, wala tayo. Ganon ang hindi nga. So, ang akin, naipit ako, and there was this, ganito ha, kinig kayo, this is the last. But you can only get it from me, nobody else. This is mine, my assessment. Ang ISIS is running out of landmass in the Middle East. Pinagpapatay na rin sila doon eh. Ngayon, they would seek sanctuary somewhere else. Naturally, kung mamili sila, it has to be where there are Muslims. Parang NPA, may masa. So, saan man dito? Kung gusto, if they want to wage war, where will they do it? In Malaysia? Puro Muslim. In Indonesia? Brunei. Tapos sabi na, we want to kill all infidels. Where would you find so many infidels you want to kill? Mindanao. Dito mag-umpisa yan. Nandito yung infidels. Pati yung mga muro na hindi man susunod sa kanila. Yan ang mga muro yan, Pilipino yan. The infidels are the non-Muslims. Dito yan. So ngayon, bakit si Duterte would not assert? In the first place, about the main reason is that it would result in a massacre. Tangina yan. Maubos talaga. Ang Manila, ang the nearest military airport ng China is only 17 minutes away. If you declare war, pulpog tayo lahat. Well, that is the reality of it all. Now, bakit? Why? Kasi nung una, nagbili ako ng armas because alam ko na, I said before the election, puputok to. So we ordered arms, 23,000 for the police. There are many arms. Pero by the so many thousands na dumadaan dyan sa barrel na yan, pugpog na yan, wala ng direction. You know, there's a tawag nila land pati groups. Kaya it has a steady trajectory. Kaya lumalabas yan sa barrel, umiikot yung bala at high speed. Hindi mo maano. Kaya it has its own wind. Baski na yung mahangin, diretso-diretso yan kasi may sarili siya. May sarili siyang makina and that is yung paglabas niya time to change kasi alam ko matagal na. Mga 1972 pa yung mga armas ng pulis. Nag-order ako only to sabi ng Amerika na no, we will not deliver because some of their congressmen and senators objected. Ganon ang Amerika eh, halos tabla, in parity. It's always in parity in presidency pati Congress. So, naiging inutil. So, wala akong maisip, pumunta ako, sabi ko, punta akong China. Magbili na lang ako, sabi ko, wala akong pera. Can you give me a liberal schedule of payments? Maybe 25-30 years, may grace period. Kinig si Xi Jinping, sabi niya, don't worry. I'll give it to you for free. Tapos, medyo kulang, maghingi ka lang rin. Pumunta akong Russia. Tapos sabi, kikinig si Putin sa akin. And that was the day pumutok na ang Marawi. So, do not worry. I'll give you. So, to this day, ni papel o lapis walang hiningi ang China pati Russia. At sinabi ko sa kanila, I am not ready to enter into military alliances because we have this RPUS pact. Kung may treaty ako dito, hindi ako pwedeng pumasok ng another treaty. But you know what? Ganito ang, hindi, pati ang sila, bakit ko nilagay niya? Mas mabuti nang may garanti ako. Kung tutulong man ang Amerika, which I doubt, meron sila yung mga missile. Pero yung foot soldiers, ang Amerika allergic na yan. They have lost so many wars. So yung China said, we will protect you. We will not allow the Philippines to be destroyed. Nandito lang kami at kung gusto mo, anytime, tawagan mo. Meron ng Amerika says that's going to protect us. Sabi ko, sige, diyan ka lang, malayo ka na. I know the paradigm of the Americans. They're deathly afraid of war. But on China, kasi when you talk to itong China, Russia, isang salita lang. We will be there. Pa Amerika, ito mga Italy, wala yan. Mga puting itlog. Ito. Takot na lang yan mamatay. Sa kanila yung mga arms. And that's the funny thing. They keep on criticizing us for go to war. And yet they are building the war machineries to sell us. Yeah, yan ang nakakatawa sa. Where do we get the bullets? The gun? From them, from the Americans. So yan that is the geopolitics of it all. Diyan ko lang, teka lang dyan, ha? But sinabi ko, in a bilateral meeting the first time I went there, sinabi ko na diretso, wala akong ginawa. In front of my cabinet members, full cabinet members, mag-bilateral kami, harap-harapan. Andiyan na sila, Anyo, Chief of Staff, sila Lorenzana, si Esperon, na si Kerwin. Sinabi ko siya, I will go there to dig my oil. Yan ang ginamit ko, dig. Sabi ni Xi Jinping, you know, we're soft-spoken one. We just found our new friendship. Let us not spoil it in a jiffy. So do not go there forcefully because there might be trouble. Ngayon, kayong mga in-check, if you know that, when they say trouble, it's violence. Yeah. Kaya sabi ko, not at this time. But remember, before my term ends, I will have to demand to talk about this arbitration. I can let my administration pass without really insisting. Because I'm doing it for my country, not doing it for myself. So, yeah. Kaya yan. Steady lang yan ang China dyan. Ngayon kung magkaibitan, if this Mindanao would be a battleground sa pagkakaya ng Middle East, then I see a beautiful lady chewing a gum. Either she is hungry or she is hiding her face. Gutom ka na, ma'am. You've been chewing since I know you're hungry, so I have to go. Because, over there is been chewing non-stop yan. So yan, that is my message. Might be incomplete. I have so many things to say to you, but for lack of time, I have to say my goodbyes. And I have a visitor. Kaya nga nandito siya yung may dala ng bisita. By the way, we're just the best of friends. Alam mo mga Pilipino, best. It's actually Bernadette Romulo Puyat. Yung mga biyuda to. Totoo, at the age of 45. 40 ka na biyuda. Halika na. Okay. I will supply the remaining years of your knowledge. Zero lang yan. I have to go. Salamat ha. Remember the economy. Pag nag-improve yan kayo ang sunod. Honest. Patayin na. Pero incremental ha. Walang biglaan. Marami kayo. You are more, 5 times more or 7 times more than the soldiers.
Thank you.